friends, welcome back to Freedom Homestead. I'm Tangi and this is Wellness Wednesday, week 7. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really excited about today's Wellness Wednesday. If you're new here, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notifications every time we post a new video. But Wellness Wednesday is where I'm sharing with all of y'all my journey to getting healthy. I used to say fit, I used to say my weight loss journey, but for me, it's not about that anymore. I know that weight loss is a byproduct of getting healthy, and I do weigh myself because I like to see results. But for the first time, and I actually commented this on somebody's channel today, for the first time in my life, I can truly say I am more concerned about my health than I am my weight. I'm more concerned about what's happening on the inside, not so much what's happening on the outside. But I do weigh myself just because I'm motivated by results. But at the same time, I'm motivated by how I'm feeling too. So anyway, we'll get into all of that. I break up my Wellness Wednesdays into 3 segments. My weekend review, my weigh-in, and what I plan on doing going forward. So let's get into it. So my week was great. I think I am past any sort of sugar or carb cravings, and I think one thing that's really helped me is knowing that whatever I used to have, there is a healthier way to eat it. There's less carbs, less sugar. So just knowing that, not feeling like I'm deprived or stuck, I think has really helped me mentally get past sugar cravings. And it's funny, I can kind of compare it to this. For those of you who are claustrophobic like I am, the way that I can be in a tight space and not be claustrophobic is if I can see the way out. If I can see that there's an opening coming up, that helps me. So it's kind of the same thing with keto. I don't feel restricted because I can see that there's an alternative to what I may want. If you tell me I can't have something, I'm gonna want it even more. But knowing that I can still have almost everything, everything that I want, that I know I want, there is a healthier alternative. So anyway, that was a lot of rambling, so sorry about that. Also, I really think that making sure that you're getting enough fat in your diet, keeping yourself satiated, also is a huge factor in whether or not you're tempted to eat outside of the plan. But yeah, I've done really well. I am in the middle of filming what I eat in a week, and it's really actually been fun going back and seeing what I have eaten so far, and also seeing the results and how I feel, knowing that I can eat all of this delicious food and still feel how I feel and having the results. Last week I mentioned that I was going for walks. I've only gone on 1 walk this week. We've kind of had a busy week, which I don't want that to be an excuse. I want to continue getting activity in some form or fashion every day. Well, I've set a goal of walking 1.5 miles, not just throughout the day, but actual an intentional 1.5 mile walk, whether I do it out here in the driveway, if I walk laps in my basement. I don't want to have excuses. I'm tired of having excuses. And I could have walked every day. I just did not intentionally set aside that time. And I want to change that. It's really funny that now that I have this new mindset, I find that there's part of me that's kind of rebelling now. It's the don't tell me I can't do that. I don't know. I think just breaking myself free from sugar addiction, not to say that I'm recovered, just food's not bossing me around anymore. And so now I'm just like, I don't even want my body telling me what I can and can't do. I'm going to do what I want within reason. But I actually posted on my personal Facebook page today a question, and it's a question that I'm asking myself, and I'll ask you too, and you can let me know in the comments what your answer is. My question is, if I was not limited by my current physical condition, what is something that I've always wanted to do that I haven't done? And so one of the things that I've always wanted to do, for some reason, I don't know, is I've always wanted to run a 5K. I hate running. But I thought, I don't want to not be able. If I want to run a 5K, I want to be able to do it. I'm tired of my physical condition bossing me around. And I know that a lot of people, they have physical conditions that they cannot overcome. But is there a limitation that you have unintentionally set for yourself, that you do have control over, that you can overcome? So yeah, that's something, I don't know, I was thinking of like what excites me about getting healthy, and what are goals that I can set for myself that I can have a sense of accomplishment. And so yeah, that was one of the things that I thought of, was I've always wanted to run a 5K, even though I hate running. I've just never considered myself a runner. I hate that kind of stuff. So I posted that on my personal page, and then a guy that we go to church with, he said, because I mentioned that, something I've always wanted to do was a 5K. And he said, do it, and then you can do the Tough Mudder with me. And I got to thinking about that. I'm like, that might be fun if I could physically handle something like that. So I don't know. I'm not making any announcements. I'm not making any promises. I'm just asking myself questions. I don't want to feel limited anymore, within reason. Within reason. I know that we're all limited in some way, but if it's in your control, if you can remove those boundaries, what would you do? That's just something I've been asking myself. Formerly, as a sugar addict, I would reward myself with food. And I like rewards. And I was trying to think outside of food. Like, if I'm gonna set like milestones for myself, and reward myself, I want the rewards to actually be something that's going to help me in my health journey, and not set me back. So I feel like if I rewarded myself with my favorite candy, which is Reese's Buttercups, then I would just be setting myself back. It'd be like giving a drug addict more drugs than, after they've been clean for a short amount of time. I don't want to do that. I don't want to reward myself with food. I want to reward myself with something that's going to help me further along, whether it's, workout clothes, or I don't know, maybe I'll want to start dabbling in kettlebells, and I don't know. I'm excited about the journey. I'm excited about the end result, which is me being healthy, feeling good, not having physical limitations. I don't know what the rewards are going to be. I don't know how I'm going to set them just yet. I'm still easing into this, and I'm trying to be realistic and setting goals and habits that are sustainable. So so I haven't walked every day this week. I did walk one day, and I want to remove excuses and just do the things that I know are good for me. So so food did great. Even in situations where I normally would struggle, I did fine, because like I said, just my whole mind, body, everything, this is a lifestyle change. And I can say that 100% certainty. I know that I'm going to have to exist in a world where sugar exists, and where people will push it on me. I mean, it's just gonna happen. It's not normal to not eat sugar. And I know that I'm probably gonna hurt people's feelings, and I don't want to do that, but I also don't want to get that taste. I don't want to experience a relapse or cravings or all of those things that are so hard for me to break. Okay, so since I had an awesome week, and even though I didn't get all my walking in, how did that affect the scale? Well, today I remember to take a picture of the scale, so that way you guys know that I'm not just making numbers up. Not that y'all think that, but some of y'all might. I don't know. Anyway, so I had a great week. I stayed on plan. I didn't get my walking in, but I am down 3 pounds, and this makes my 10-pound weight loss milestone. I started 7 weeks ago. I was at 207. After 4 weeks of Weight Watchers, I had gotten down to 204. And then week 5 is when I started keto. I went to 202, then 200, and I had a weight loss of 3 pounds. I'm at 197. I'm back in the 100s, yes. And I have hit my 10-pound milestone. I don't feel like rewarding myself yet. I feel like that's a little too premature. I'm gonna kind of set that standard a little bit higher for myself. I haven't just lost the 3 pounds. So last week I told you guys, last week I had lost a total of 4 pounds since doing keto. And not only had I lost the 4 pounds, but I've lost inflammation, the pains that was in my hips and in my back. This week, I noticed that I have a lot more endurance. So when we went, my husband and I went on the walk, it was a lot easier. I didn't get tired as quickly. I wasn't out of breath. And of course I know that that's probably just, also muscle memory walking that. If I did something different, it probably would make me tired more faster, but I was like, wow, I've actually made it this far and I'm not ready to stop yet. So I was really excited about that. So far, on 3 weeks of keto, I've lost 7 pounds. And I have lost inflammation. I've got my energy back, my mental clarity back, and I am noticing an increase in endurance. So all good things, all good things. What do I plan on doing going forward? Obviously, I plan on continuing what I'm doing, but this week I really want to do some more soul searching and figure out some goals, some short-term goals that will benefit me in the long term. So, the reason why I've set the goal for walking and having movement is, even though I know that exercise is not crucial to weight loss, to me, I think that's like, what, 85% what you eat, 15% what you do. I know though that it is crucial for long-term health, and that's what I'm looking toward. I'm not looking about being healthy today. I'm thinking about being healthy in the future. I want to make sure that this next leg of my life is going to be one where I don't have to worry about my health. So yeah, I'm gonna work on being consistent. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I do want to be consistent and disciplined, which is something that I don't know if you guys have watched Watch Autumn Keto. I saw her on Keto Connect and then went and started following her channel, but she had this really great video, and I'll go ahead and share that with y'all. But she was talking about how she's lost, I think, 90 pounds or 80 pounds in over a year. And she said the two things that are crucial to a long-term weight loss is discipline and consistency. And if you don't have those two things, that you will not succeed in anything. And that is so true. Nothing happens by accident. You have to make it happen. So yeah, so discipline and consistency, and that's what I need to work on. No excuses. Doesn't matter what's going on in the day. I need to put it in my planner, on my agenda, that at this time, on this day, I'm going to do this amount of exercise. That's all I've got for you guys today. I've got to get this uploaded and edited and all that fun stuff. So I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday, and until next time.